I want to know more about that.
Dry, but also, it's not
All right, you're good.
weak,
You're on. You're on.
Live?
Yep.
All right. So we are back and starting over. If you're hanging with us, we thank you. And so anyways, kind of getting ready to start. So season 1, we've traveled mostly Akron area breweries, mostly 330, but we have ventured most recently Royal Docks, Canton area, still 330. But we've traveled as far as Woolly Pig Farm, Fresno, Ohio.
Yep. One of my favorites.
So cool.
Good.
But also, I've built some connections with some of the Cleveland breweries, and they'll definitely be on tap for season number 2. So like Butcher and the Brewer, I've talked with them multiple times, and I feel bad because I've had to cancel. Actually, it was on my fault, not their fault, but just because they were so far away, But so we have a lot to look forward to for season number 2.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're watching at home, we are at room 727, like we were saying earlier, here in Ellet's East Akron. It's just a newly renovated Gastropub. They have tons of craft beers on draft. A lot of our guests tonight, their beers are on draft tonight as well, which is really cool. And a lot of the, like I said, those brewers are here tonight. And so this is our season 1 finale show. And we're going to wrap up and kind of a little bit of recap, but a little bit of something extra special as well, as we've experienced some of the just different areas and different places and brew pubs and coffee shops that we've been to. Mm-hmm. And so that being said, Kelly, how have you been doing?
I've been doing pretty good. This season's been a little crazy for me, so I haven't been... I feel like my brain's been in 100 places. Yeah, it's been really good. I feel like I definitely need some Christmas beers. I feel like I haven't had
You a big
many
Christmas beer fan?
styles. Sometimes I have to be in the mood, but I feel like I'm getting there. I didn't think that I was going to be ready this season for Christmas ales, and I'm starting to crave them a little bit, so I think I'm getting excited to try some new ones. But
Hi-Ho has one here tonight.
I know, I saw that.
I've never had it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That might be my next beer.
Yeah, so I'm interested to try some of that and feel a little more cozy and festive.
Yeah.
And as far as coffee goes, I just had a really awesome coffee my brother brought home. I just went home for Thanksgiving to New York, upstate New York, and him and his wife went on a pretty cool beer and wine tour. And I'll have to check later and post a picture of the name of the brewery and winery that it was a part of. But the coffee was delicious. But it was really neat to, I'm getting used to all the Akron coffee roasters around here and finding my favorites and finding the signature tastes and signature, flavors.
No. Well, that's interesting you bring that up because being our season finale, if you're joining us, welcome. Go ahead, like, share, and feel free to interact with us in this episode as you watch live and share it as well. But like I already said, but just as we have traveled to different places and in different brew pubs and different coffee shops, people always talk about, oh, well, you have a refined palate, or I don't have that palate. Well, it only gets that way because we try out so many different places, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And we've kind of had that privilege to do that. And so we've had different seasons of different breweries and different coffees and different roasts and all different styles from different all the different places. It's been an absolute blast. Yeah. But I think I can speak for both of us when I say, and producer Hank as well, as we've traveled to these different places, the product, whether coffee or beer, is always phenomenal. Yeah. But the people, the interaction, getting to know people, getting to experience their vision, their dream, and then to know them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's second to nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been the biggest joy to me.
Yeah, I think we have a pretty fun job. We're we're pretty lucky to be able to get to hang out with so many cool people and really just try coffee, try beer, try snacks sometimes. Like here tonight, room 727 has the coolest menu.
Yes.
I haven't tried many of the things yet, but I was reading through it, and I'm very impressed, and I really want to come back and just bring a bunch of people so we can all sample everything.
And so through this, like it's the ultimate. I call it coffee and beer, the ultimate barrier breaker and bridge builder.
Yeah.
Breaking down barriers and building bridges.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what it's done. It's introduced us to people that we're becoming friends with, that we've grown to know and love, and it makes us appreciate what they do as a brewery or a coffee shop even more, because we understand it, because we know them.
Yeah, it just makes it so much more personal.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about before with the different refining your palate and things like that. Like back in the day, I probably couldn't tell you if you put 5 beers in front of me, I might not be able to tell you who brewed what, which company this comes from. And I feel like now there's such a signature taste between each coffee shop, between each brewery, and it's really neat to see that, because it really shows that, everybody's not just doing the same thing, they're not all copying each other, everybody's personality is really showing through, and it's really neat to be able to taste that and like, oh, this is from Hi-Ho, or like, oh, this is from, like, it's cool to be able to distinguish between and,
So I just realized something. I had a mishap.
You called me
I'm not gonna say what it was, but I'm just gonna say, in case I haven't introduced you properly yet, Nikki McVicky is joining us tonight. We have an added member of our team. It's yet to be determined if she has another alias, so I will wait on her introduction. But for now, for now, we'll just call her Eminem, and she's an added member to our team. As we look forward to season 2, she is going to be offering. She's a connection through Room 727, and so which makes this episode even more special. And she offers a lot to our team. She brings a lot to the plate, and I'm super excited to see what she can
go ahead and bless him there.
Add to the value of the Hop and the Bean. Equally passionate about coffee and beer, so we want to just send out a huge thank you to her for joining the team, and she's going to be a huge asset to our team. And so as we get started to jump into this episode, right, we have an extra special added bonus that'll be the rest of the show, right? So kind of a new format for the show. So instead of your traditional sit-down interview, we have the Hop and the Bean Awards, which I'm calling the Hoppies. Ladies and gentlemen, 727 patrons, brewers, and coffee roasters, welcome to the Hoppies. Our listeners, our viewers, here we go. These are some of the awards that, as we've experienced these, as we were just talking about, as we travel to these places, as we experience what they've dreamed of, what they've envisioned, what they've built with their own minds and hands and hearts, we've kind of compiled an awards show out of that. Nothing super crazy like the best beer ever or the best coffee. We
want to celebrate the artists.
Exactly, yeah. There's different judges, and there's different festivals for that kind of stuff. This is not that. This is more of the experience.
Just do it!
As a whole, right? So we're going to just do it, and you're going to love those sound effects. You're going to love them. And then we...
Oh, I already do.
So, without any further ado, anything else you want to say? We're going to recap it at the end, but anything else you want to say about season 1?
I just want to thank everybody, because this has been such a fun experience for us, and it's really been a blast to get to know all of you guys, all of you coffee shop owners, roasters, brewers, everybody. It's just been fun to be a part of this, and I feel really lucky that you've all welcomed us into your home, shared some of your secrets with us, some of your most personal stories. It feels good to be able, to be so welcomed in and to be able to share this. So thank you.
Yeah, and that's where I pulled these from, right? From their stories.
Yes.
And for all you watching out there, you may recognize some familiar faces. It's because a lot of the brewers and coffee roasters are sitting behind us, and we're going to bring them up. according to their proper awards. So, without any further ado, let's jump into our first award of the night. Okay?
And the Oscar goes to...
The first Hoppy. Forget about the Oscars. Forget about the Grammys. This is the Hoppies. So, I'm calling this the most adventurous destination location. And so I based it on travel, location, overall entities for the establishment, and like basically coming out to a place and the adventure of going there and like
The experience, the overall experience.
the mile radius that it consumes.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
So the nominees are, why don't you go ahead and read the nominees?
The nominees for most adventurous destination location. 1, Madcap
too.
Brewing. What?
That rhymes too, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
go ahead.
Maze Valley Brewing, Woolly Pig Farm Brewery, the Royal Docks Brewing Company, and Missing Mountain Brewing Company.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
So this is most adventurous
And the Oscar
destination
goes to...
location. The award goes to
And the winner goes to
the Hoppy.
The Hoppy Award goes to Woolly Pig Farm Brewery.
Woolly
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Pig Farm Brewery. I mean, right?
Yeah.
What a destination, right?
fun. It
Who
was
even
so
knew
cool, yeah.
Fresno, Ohio existed, right? I mean,
It felt like you were in a different country. It really did. Like I felt like we were in like Germany or something. It was neat. It was really fun.
when I first heard about them, I was like, what is a woolly pig? 2, we have to do a show there. And so I contacted them and they were like, yeah, come on out. And I was like, okay, I really have to figure out where they're at.
Yeah.
And we pulled in
Yeah.
and they were like woolly pigs grazing on the hills,
Yeah.
right? For real.
Yeah.
We brought the kids.
Huge ones too. Actually, there were a bunch of little pigs, and
Do you
so I
remember
was
the name,
like, okay,
name
cool.
of the big pig?
I
do.
should.
Cool
I
story,
forget.
bro.
Go ahead. Well, first we see all these little pigs in their, pen and grazing around. And I was like, wow, those things are pretty big, and we're getting all excited showing the kids. And then he's like, oh no, that's not the biggest one. Let's introduce you to
Fuggle.
Fuggle.
Fuggle
Yes,
was
Fuggle.
this huge, what was it, 300?
600 pounds.
600 pounds, yes.
600. I mean, literally 6 times the size of the other pigs. I mean, he was
Huge.
like you would.
Fuggle the
Yeah.
pig. I think he had like a different, there was a last name to Fuggle, but I can't remember it, but I don't know.
No, I think they're all named after where are they based out of? Where did he spend his time in college and stuff, remember?
Yeah.
Where did he go? Oh, should have prepared for it. Anyway, somewhere. Really cool though. I mean,
Phenomenal story,
you know,
phenomenal
awesome.
location. It is absolutely 100% an adventure.
Yeah.
When you go out there. And the
was
beer
awesome.
is like
So good.
good, super clean.
Yeah.
But yeah. So going on to the next award, right?
Yes.
So I call this one All the Feels. All the Feels Award, based on their origin story, the relationship of the owners, overall kind of best like feel-good story. If you think about movies, right, like the best buddy movie award, this is that. So the nominees are Ignite Brewing, Head Trip Brewing, Wadsworth Brewing, Missing Falls Brewing, and Scribbles Coffee. And so all these people, they have different relationships, right? That's why I chose them. But our winner, they just added
And the
to it.
Oscar goes to...
I'm gonna leave it to you. I'm
Okay.
gonna leave it to you.
All right, for
The Hoppy.
All the Feels Hoppy Award tonight goes to Head Trip Brewery.
Head Trip Brewing. And let me tell you how they just confirmed that award because Sierra and Tom just got engaged.
They did!
So yes, yeah.
Finally.
So extra
Bazinga.
extra special congratulations go out to them. Amazing.
Yay.
So this is one of my favorite
Exciting.
awards coming up next that I loved naming, but it actually has a really good meaning behind it. But this is the Brett the Hitman Hart Award for Excellence of Execution. And so what I mean by that is consistently excellent product, consistently clean atmosphere, service, relationship. You can go in there any day of the week and you can guarantee you're going to get an excellent experience. Every single time that I've experienced any one of these nominees, that's what I think of. And so the nominees for the Brett the Hitman Hart Award of Excellence of Execution are Arshay Brewing Company, Acronym Brewing Company, Royal Docks Brewing, Akron Coffee Roasters, and Ignite Brewing. And the Hoppy goes to Akron Coffee Roasters. So if you guys are here, why don't you go ahead and join us for a moment, just to if any of the representatives from Akron Coffee Roasters want to join us really quick, go ahead. Have a seat. Yeah, go ahead. So, and I'll kind of lead into as you get situated there. So, kind of the heartbeat, like I was saying, I don't know if you caught behind that award is
I didn't.
The excellence of execution, right? Brett the Hitman. I don't know if either one of you are wrestling fans from like the 90s. So like Brett the Hitman Hart was known as the excellence of execution. And so,
We're both huge fans.
Big fans.
That's the name of the wrestling.
but it's more of like consistent, repetitive excellence that you put forward. And so every time that I've ever been to Akron Coffee Roasters, it's always, I know what to expect, and the bar is set up right here, and you guys hit it every single time.
You must be talking about my demi-tasse spoon that I measure espresso with.
It might be that. I don't even know what
Bazinga.
that is, but it might be that.
Probably.
You want a cage match next time you come in? Is that what you're looking for? A cage match?
Yes.
Now we're talking.
Absolutely.
We'll get on the roof, do cage match.
I mean, good nails and fire.
All right, we're on.
But the heartbeat of the award is that you guys are consistently, no matter what, if I don't even know what type of roast it is, which you've taught me a lot, both of you actually, about different types of roasting techniques, and you guys just went through a cycle of classes that you had also. Yeah. But like, even if it's something I don't know about, I know it's going to be good, because it's not even like building your brand, but just that what you're known for, that excellence that you guys continually and consistently do. And so
it's coming from a CPA background and a quality manager, so that's what happens.
Very fine detail, attention to detail,
Consistency
and
detail.
consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and and it's part of the experience as well, right? It's super bright. The walls are all white. Your branding is very like minimalistic, which I love. Like, I love the story about when you guys were opening up Akron Coffee Roasters. What was it? Coming soon, maybe?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, right. Coming soon. Or no, we're open. I think we're opening soon.
Opening soon, maybe.
Opening soon, and I think we just cross out the soon.
Yeah,
Say the
right.
open,
Yeah.
open. Yeah.
And then like the
Very
sign,
minimal
like
brand.
coffee down here. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like stuff like that. It's clearly like establishing, like we were talking about, your personality and your identity, but also like, okay, trying to figure out like things like, what are you known for and what do you do well? And I think that's like a lot of everything that you do.
One thing that's
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That means a lot to us. That's one thing we really strive towards, and like that's one thing we focus on day to day, no matter what, is quality standards. So it's cool that you guys recognize that, and we really appreciate the recognition. So thank you.
One thing that stuck out to me with them was that, I don't know if it was Cameron that was telling me or if you were telling me, but saying that when they were talking about the graphic designs and how you guys brand your business, and your logo, how it's in typewriter form, and they couldn't find a font that they liked that fit. So I heard that you guys found an actual typewriter and printed it out. And
the whole branding started from a typewriter.
Okay, all right,
actually.
cool, yeah.
So we typed out all of our labels from the beginning.
Yeah.
But as we tried to market it, it's slow to
Okay.
turn those over. So we tried to find like a digital typewriter font that we could like replicate our branding. So if we wanted to get something out there. But we couldn't find something like, so actually we created the font by typing in the letters and then scanning them in and creating our own font from the typewriter.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's so cool.
But it fits though.
Which I didn't know
Like
could
you
be done,
guys,
but we have some designers that figured that stuff out. And
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But you can just tell you guys don't settle,
No, we're not. Yeah, we don't
Exactly.
settle.
Yeah.
Figure
Shout
it
out to
You
Micah
want it
Kraus.
perfect.
Yeah, genuine article.
But it fits you
Yeah.
guys, though,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so it's clean, it's well established. So good. Appreciate it. So what you can expect from us in the future is us delivering you the award. And you can do whatever you want with it. You can hang it on a mantle, or you can burn it in your fireplace. But we will be delivering an award that has this on it. Cool.
Sweet.
That's awesome. And we ultimately we appreciate you guys, and you have been one of our favorite people to meet and to know and to work with. So
Sweet.
we love you guys.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Appreciate that.
I do want to say one of the highlights of my summer was coming over Michelle and Andy's house, and
Who's that?
Buzz, and I would just hear Buzz call from the kitchen, "Yo, Kelly, come check this coffee out." I just stole it from Akron Coffee Roasters. Not really stealing it, but he always had some new flavor to try, and it was always really interesting. So it's kind of like our flavor of the week thing. For the summer, so it's kind of fun. My highlight.
Absolutely. So before we get more wrap it up music, if you're a Chappelle show fan, you know that. This is the Innovation Celebration Destination Award.
Yeah.
The Innovation Celebration Destination Award, based on unique space, events, party throwing skills, execution of large-scale events, and the ability to hold them in a creative way, but also the impact they have in the community. So I will let you read those nominees and
So the nominees for the Innovation Celebration Destination Award are Hi Ho Brewing Company, Compass Coffee, Lock 15 Brewing, Acronym Brewing, and Royal Docks Brewing. All right. And again, the Innovation Celebration Destination Award.
The Innovation Celebration Destination Award, Hoppy,
And the
goes to
Royal Docks
Brewing. So, any Royal Docks representatives, if you want to come up and join us quickly for a word, and we can kind of explain this award to you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here tonight.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
Good. It's been so long.
Yeah, for sure.
But so this award basically.
Whoa. I know you guys have an agenda.
Yeah.
How come you didn't come to any of our events? We were not treated to the entire experience, and I'm a little bit.
I was incredibly disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Really sorry. I tried my
That's
best.
how it goes.
Make it up to you.
So you guys just won the innovation. What was it? Innovation Destination.
Celebration.
Yeah, Innovation Celebration Destination.
Basically, all the
And
Asians.
Yes, yeah, and that's what that means.
Vacation.
No, but basically, and it's more of like the impact that it has on the community where you're at, how you've innovated the space that you're at, and what really, and I had a lot on this, like some of the nominees, like Maze Valley and what Hi Ho's done and Compass Coffee, my goodness. But like, it was really hard for me to decide on this winner. But when I came out to the space that used to be the roller rink that I grew up in, I was like, man.
It got to you, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And so I was like, I had to give you this award because, and it's not just something silly.
Maze
It's like,
Valley actually
you didn't have
launches
to.
pumpkins.
right. I know.
a big deal.
Absolutely, 100%. They have their own special award that we're gonna get to. But the point is that you guys, what you did with that space and the first space in general, I mean, you've innovated it to a point of like, I don't think that anyone else is doing right now. And I think it was super cool.
Thanks.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, John, you skated there as a kid.
Yeah.
My wife skated there as a kid. Like, they have a lot of great memories. So many people come in while we were under construction and said, "Oh, this is the wall." I remember how many people kick that wall because, as a kid skating, you don't really stop other than kicking the wall.
You hold the wall and you kick the wall.
Yeah. So
But even Wednesday, when you guys were there, I mean, it was probably the first time it was the first time that we've sort of opened the space to the public since it's been completely done. And we say completely done, but it's not. But we had so many individuals that have never seen the inside of the building, and they were just, in awe. We had individuals that the original owners of the building his grandpa actually built the building as a purpose for this old skatery. It was called
Really?
the skatery. He was actually there on Wednesday, and I mean,
Really?
the kid basically got tears. I mean, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I get those, like when I was going through this award, like I got those things, you know, because we went on field trips as a class, you know, when I was in like 3rd grade, and like so this when I came back there, I didn't expect it, but we were there, me and Miranda were there, and we were just like, man, like it all. As I pulled in, I saw the location, I was like, this is amazing, this is absolutely awesome. So I just wanted to recognize you guys for that.
Appreciate it.
I really appreciate it. You should try the beer next time you come. It's actually pretty good too. Thanks. Thanks.
No,
Thank you,
well,
guys.
the newest one that you guys did, not the Brute, but the
Downstream Jam. We were actually canning Downstream Jam. Yeah.
that was amazing. I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with the way that came out. But thank you guys so much for coming out.
Yeah,
One
sure,
thing
thank
you can expect from us is a delivery of this award.
Oh.
I will not specify exactly what it will look like or what it will be, but
Because you have no idea.
we will.
Not yet.
I have an idea.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is a great award coming up. It is called the Playground Award, and so and it should be called the Adult Playground, but I thought that might get dicey. But basically, it's based on overall fun, things that you like to do when you go there, the owners, the workers, their attitude, the environment, graphic design, the beer names, kind of how it all ties in to being a fun atmosphere. And there's a lot to that when I looked at the names on this list. But Kelly is a girl that was on Saved by the Bell, Kelly Kapowski. But Nikki, why don't you go ahead and read the nominees that we have?
All right, the nominees for the Playground Award are Maze Valley Brewing, Madcap Brewing, Holy Joe's Coffee, Head Trip Brewery, and Scribbles Coffee.
And
And the Oscar goes to.
No, go ahead.
All right, so the award,
The Hoppy.
the Hoppy, goes for the Playground Award. Hoppy. The Playground Hoppy? The Playground Hoppy goes to Madcap Brewery.
So, from the moment we walked in, Madcap, me and Hank, I mean, I don't think we stopped having fun. I mean, from Ryan and Kyle and me and Hank, we were just like having a blast.
It was the
Pinball.
It was the pinball tables, and they have a tournament there called the Sweaty Nerds.
The Sweaty Nerds.
The Sweaty Nerds, right?
Yes.
The Sweaty Nerds
I
ping pong
aspire
league.
to be a sweaty nerd. Yeah.
So that was definitely. I agree.
I mean, from the beers that they do, from the graphic design to the overall. I mean, they have like cornhole, pinball. You can just tell they have fun with it, and so I wanted to give them the fun award. I mean, Maze Valley. It's hard to pass up Maze Valley.
Yeah.
Again. And Holy Joe's, they do a lot of extra fun stuff.
Yeah.
And Head Trip, those guys are just fun. And Scribbles, the way, coloring on the table and all that stuff, super fun. But I mean, Madcap, those guys scream fun. So, heading into our next Hoppy is the Home Away from Home, and I'm going to give you this one because I feel like this one's all you. So.
Okay. Because I'm a girl.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah,
All
but
right,
no.
so the Home Away from Home Award is based on the coziest environment, personal interaction, attention to detail, a welcoming presence, especially with the owners and the workers there, and just warmth when you go in. You want to come into an establishment and feel welcome, feel like you're at home, and not feel, awkward or out of place. And so these 5 nominees did a really great job at making us feel cozy and welcome as we came in to do the show. So our nominees for the Home Away from Home Award go to Corner Cup Coffee House, Wadsworth Brewing Company, Nervous Dog Coffee Shop, Holy Joe's Coffee House, and Arche Brewing. So let's see who
And the Oscar goes to.
And the winner of the Hoppy is Corner Cup Coffee House.
Hey! Yeah, since we walked in there, right? I was not expecting that because where it's at, like an old family video at the corner of Darrow, and not too far from here. Well, yeah, right. It's at the corner of Darrow and Graham, or no? I don't know. Yeah, and it seemed like a very commercial area, very commercial kind of storefront.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay. And I've never been there before, and I was like, what's this place all about? And then we walked in there.
Yeah. It
And I was
an
blown-
immediate.
I was
yeah.
blown away.
I mean, it was so cool. It's like, in the movies where you walk through
was
a
transformative.
surprise door and you go
Yes.
into a different time zone, like you walk into the 20s or something. It was kind of like that feel, you walk in and immediately so cozy, kind of like this place actually, cool twinkly lights, some chandeliers, a fireplace,
And what Heather's doing, I mean, her as a
yeah.
person, I mean, she
Yeah.
just gives that feel. She just opened up Cave in Barberton,
Yes.
and so
She is one of the most loving people that I have met. She's so passionate and compassionate about her work and the people that she gets to meet through this job. She was super successful for 25 years at a different job and finally felt like, this is my dream to open up a shop, and she really...
yeah, I think
and
John knows
yeah.
Heather. Yeah.
And she started
they
from
work together.
scratch. Yeah, and she's just awesome. We talked to her for a couple hours after the show.
Oh yeah,
and
that was one of our best
she's-
interviews.
Yeah, she's just
So
really
good.
a cool person. So please check her shop out because she's just a really cool person to get to know. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So going on to our next award is called For the People. For the People. So based on kind of community focused, serving mentality, outreach driven. They are like, you go in there like, these people are for the people. Like, they're for the community that they're in. And so the nominees for the People Award, Hoppy, go to Compass Coffee, Hi Ho Brewing, Ignite Brewing, Arche Brewing, and Royal Docks Brewing. And the Hoppy
I thought-
goes to... Oh,
Thought he was giving it to me, but I guess that. Ignite Brewing Company.
right. Ignite, they were here earlier, and they have their award-winning Cherry Blonde on tap tonight.
I had that
but
tonight.
their entire logo and like existence is to like serve their community.
Yeah.
And like, as there's a lot of like Compass Coffee, it was really hard not to pick them for this award, but like it's built in to their award. Oh yeah, the 11%. Yeah, their whole vision statement of 11%. Everything that they sell goes 11% goes back into the community, and
awesome.
they're doing events and things all the time from all those guys. There's 3 married couples that are the owners. It's just a phenomenal experience, and they exist like to kind of establish Barberton. They're trying everything that they can to renovate downtown Barberton,
how cool is
and they're
that?
doing it, and they're
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
So I mean, they were absolutely. I felt that was that award. So coming up next, we have an award. I'm pretty proud of the name of this award. I think it's pretty fun, but I'll let you go ahead and give this one out.
This award is called the Digital Butterfly Hoppy Award.
Digital Butterfly Award.
The qualifications for this award tonight are social media picture friendly, selfie worthy products, which Buzz loves to take selfies with everyone's products.
Well, is your beer or coffee photogenic?
Is your beer or coffee photogenic?
Forget about how it tastes.
For Buzz.
Can I get a selfie with
He
it?
loves being yes. For the beer, the lattes, etc. The interior design of the location, where the location's at, the storefront sign, and the overall flow of the establishment. So the Digital Butterfly Award nominees are Akron Coffee Roasters, Missing Mountain, Maze Valley, Lock 15, and Missing Falls Brewery. So let's see.
And the Oscar goes
Got
to
this tonight.
The Hoppy.
The Hoppy goes to Missing Mountain Brewery.
Hey! We're going to go ahead and bring up some of our Missing Mountain representatives at this time. I believe Keith and Dave are here. And so, just to give you guys a recap of the award you just won, we call it the Digital Butterfly Award, and it's basically geared at the social media world, right?
Cool.
And
Well, that's all Dave. Dave does all our social media, so.
but there's a lot, and there, whatever you think about digital marketing and the social media, it is a part of our world, right? And so interesting how that translates to the beer culture, right? So like, is a beer photogenic? It just sounds weird to say, but like your goes Au Contraire Mon Frere, like it's super, like it looks beautiful in pictures, and like that is that yours? The speed, what is it? The
Speed wobble.
Yeah. The speed wobble. I would say that, and a lot of the New England hazies, like those. So that's the type of feel for this award is like people taking selfies, people wanting that like. And it's like funny as that might sound to someone of my age or generation, like it actually holds a lot of weight. And like when people take pictures, and it translates to your overall experience at your brew pub, which even exceeds or matches the photogenicness, I guess, if that's a word. But like wanting to take pictures and wanting to actually just be there, you know, like from you guys are working on a fire pit, I believe, right? And just the patio and everything that you guys are doing, I think you knock it out of the park. It's like from the moment you walk in to the beer to, I mean, maybe minus the people that work there, like the brewers specifically. You do a good job with the beer tenders, but the brewers.
If you notice, we try to keep the brewers out of the picture.
Just kidding.
We do that purposefully. I mean, we like to feature the product and our people that support our business and our staff.
Yeah.
Those are the people that make the thing fly, and those are the people on a day-to-day basis that are there greeting people. So, and they're way better looking than we are.
I'm just kidding. You guys are beautiful.
But no, we appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
We worked hard on the space, and a lot of the pictures that I try to take try to portray kind of what you get when you come in. And the beers, he creates the beers. The beers are beautiful, so we just try to show them off through the right pictures to make sure that they look the way that they look to us when we make them.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's totally like prevalent to our society today, and like the way we interact and the way people hear about different breweries. And I mean, that's why, like, I thought when I was going through this list, and I was looking at the different people. There's a lot of different breweries and a lot of different beautiful beers. Again, as weird as that sounds, but I mean, but to match it and to pair it with everything that you guys are doing from the entire experience, from the building and from just knowing you guys and what you guys do, I just wanted to like recognize you guys for that and kind of give you guys that award. So
appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
What and on a side note, I love that the collaboration you guys just did.
Yeah, the Birdfish.
Yeah, you guys have any of that left at your?
Oh yeah, we do. We have some.
I'm gonna have to come get it.
We still have some glasses too, so if you come into the tap room, you'll get a glass with the purchase of the beer. But those Birdfish guys, they're awesome, man.
Yeah.
Great dudes, great brewers. It was so much fun doing that and just trying to figure this out. And even just down to the process, because before we did this, we never had a pawpaw. We knew about them. We knew that there's a festival centered around them, but we never actually like had a pawpaw, processed them, taste them.
I never have. I'm the same way. I've heard about it, but
the pawpaw fruit itself is just a crazy fruit.
Wow.
It's like this kidney bean shaped pod, and then you cut it open, and it's got these seeds there like this. They go across. It's really strange. You take the seeds out. There's not much left. But what is left, this pulp is very custardy, kind of almost like ice creamy.
Really?
Tastes like melon.
Never had anything like
kind of banana-y, but not quite banana. Almost like juicy fruit gum. It's so incredibly hard to describe. So when we're like, all right, so we got to make a beer with this pulp. We also want to make it like good. You have this, and you're like, oh yeah, that's pawpaw. And we talked about it at nauseum about how we're going to brew this. We brewed it, and then came out. And at first, we really did. I didn't really like it at first. It was really segmented and weird. And then we gave it another week and a half, and it got a lot better. And then we gave it another week, and we released it that week, and it was awesome. And even just the other day, we released it last Friday. We had it 2 days ago. It's exactly what we wanted it to be. So it was pretty cool to see, like, we talked about it for so long, and then for it to actually come to fruition and taste what we wanted it to taste like. It's pretty cool.
Is it? So is that? Is an IPA?
It's a double IPA.
Yeah, okay.
It's more of on the milkshake side of an IPA. It's got lactose in it. Very, very creamy. It's got this like ice creamy kind of. I wouldn't say ice like custard, but it's like milk. It's actually legitimately tastes like a milkshake.
Yeah.
With pawpaws in it. it came out really well.
Cool beer.
So we're happy with it.
I'm gonna try to make it out tomorrow to
If you
try.
guys haven't made it to Birdfish yet, I strongly recommend going.
No.
Those guys are so interplugged into their community.
Are they in Columbiana?
They are.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have
yeah.
2 locations now.
Oh, okay.
But their little tap room that they started in their One Barrel Brew House they're just so plugged into that community and they get such great support. It's cool. It's worth making a trip down. Their beer's great. They're great guys.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I know someone that lives pretty close to there,
Yeah.
and so that kind of gave me like a reference of where they live, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's not as far as I thought. So we might check them out next
Yeah,
season.
they're making great beer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
worth the trip.
I've met them once before, and so I want to check them out. I love it,
Is-
and I'm super pumped for that beer.
Is there an award for best patio?
I thought about that. I was like, how do I work that
Can we
patio
just
into
not
this?
even
Yeah.
make that an award
Yeah.
and just say best patio?
Am I allowed to talk
Tonight.
about the?
Is the new
fire
one open
pit?
yet?
It's your show. You can talk about
Is
whatever
it-
you want.
'Cause the fire pit is going to take that to the next level.
So actually, I think we're going to move that fire pit over. We built out another area that's going to be a little bit closer to the river.
Okay.
On the same level.
Okay.
And we're going to do some casual seating with probably a fire pit over there,
That's so
possibly.
cool.
So
That's so cool.
It'll be cool.
Dude, I love.
It's forever changing.
Yeah. Hey, that's everything's an experiment. I mean, I met someone that said that was in their establishment. They said everything is an experiment as we try things out and we see what works. But I love everything that you guys are doing, and I will continue to support
Thanks,
you
man.
guys. And
Appreciate the
thanks for
support.
coming out.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations. Thank you. You can expect an award from us at the Brew Pub.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. So this Kelly or
Nikki.
Kelly
Gosh.
from Saved by the Bell. We need to call her on the phone. Anyways, Eminem.
It's not my name.
Somebody. So this next is the Best Beer Name Award, and we went to the internet for this one. We put a poll up on, and so we're going to try to calculate and tally the tolls right now.
Great.
If you guys want to do it, and I will to the Best Beer Name Award, and I've seen a lot, and this is there's a lot that I try to remember, like in the moment. I'm like, oh, I need to remember that. I love that name, but here are the ones, and that I have accumulated, or that we have. Pumpkin Pie Haircutted Freak by Missing Mountain. Piano Key Necktie by Madcap. Brutus by Missing Falls. Sunset Wedding Stout by Acronym. And Flighty Temptress by Ignite Brewing Company. And so these are names of a specific beer or an individual beer that they have. Like the Pumpkin Pie Haircutted Freak was a pumpkin chocolate stout. I had it at Missing Mountain. Pretty good. Piano Necktie from Madcap. You'll have to ask Kyle or Ryan or Gia or some of those missing or Madcap peeps what they were. But the breweries are getting rowdy behind me, as I've been told. Brutus was by Missing Falls, a peanut butter chocolate stout I've had, which is very tasty. The Sunset Wedding Stout was a brilliant story out of Acronym that Sean and his wife had on their honeymoon, I believe. And then the Flighty Temptress by Ignite Brewing is out of Ignite, has a great story as well.
Well, we have a tie right now.
Tie?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
So we have a tie between Pumpkin Pie Haircutted Freak by Missing Mountain and Flighty Temptress by Ignite Brewing.
Wow.
And I voted for Flighty Temptress and he voted for Pumpkin Pie Haircutted Freak, so it's kind of funny.
So we need a
We
vote.
need a tiebreaker right
Let's
now.
vote with the bar.
We need a vote.
Deciding.
Yes.
Uh,
A vote.
All right, so folks, if you can hear us, we're going to be voting on the best beer name. We've run this poll all day, and it's down to 2 names right now.
we have a tie.
We've
We have
got a tie. You're voting on the best beer name in Akron, okay?
So we have Pumpkin Pie Haircutted Freak by Missing Mountain, tied with the Flighty Temptress by Ignite. The Flighty Temptress or Pumpkin Pie Haircutted Freak?
What's it? Pumpkin pie what?
Haircutted Freak.
Pumpkin Pie Haircutting Freak.
Yeah, pumpkin pie haircut little freak.
Versus Flighty Temptress. Okay? So right now, you guys are voting on the best name of the best craft beer in Akron right now.
Just the best name.
Just the name. Raise your hands. So we're going Flighty Temptress versus, what's the other one?
Pumpkin pie haircutted
Pumpkin
freak.
Pie Haircutting Freak. Okay? Who wants to vote on the pumpkin pie? Raise your hand, please, right now.
Pumpkin pie haircutted freak.
3. Who wants the Flighty Temptress? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's your winner. There's your winner. Who is it?
The Flighty Temptress.
So the Hoppy goes to the Flighty Temptress.
Ignite Brewing.
Although so that is a Dumb and Dumber reference, which is my favorite beer name ever. The cop pulls up next to them and he's like, pull over! Pull over! It's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. You've been sipping back on a little bit of a grandpa's cough syrup, have ya?
Cool story, bro.
Get out of here, you pumpkin pie haircutted little freak. So before we we have the Golden Grasshopper Award coming up.
Yes.
But before we jump into that award, we have a bonus award. And I thought I wanted to throw this one in just because. And I call this the You Want Me to Drive Home After This award. And this award goes to the person that, as we were there, he brought out a bucket of beers, like a big bucket of beers. And we had we had all types of problems that night with technology and Wi-Fi and connections and everything.
Kind of like tonight.
No, it was worse.
Yeah.
And so whatever, we finally get down and we get settled, and this person brings out a bucket of Crowlers, 32-ounce beers, and they started off pretty light with like a Pilsner.
Yeah. It was an IPA,
And then they went a little bit into like some IPAs. And then there was a bourbon barreled beer, which was phenomenal. And then there was a bourbon barreled barley wine, which was amazing.
Yeah.
But those last two bourbon barrel beers were like 12% plus. So
they didn't really taste like it. So or maybe just because
it tasted like
by the end of the bucket.
magic.
Yeah, it was like candy. It was like dessert.
The You Want Me to Drive Home After This award goes to
No.
Oh. Jake Turner from Mays Valley.
Woohoo!
And I semi-based that award on your reaction after drinking some of those amazing brews. You were like riding a cow at one point in the story. You were...
I was a pterodactyl.
You were a pterodactyl.
I was riding a pterodactyl.
And then I got in the car and drove home with you. And so that should be a question we ask every show after this. You want me to drive home after this?
This is a little incriminating.
So, last award. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Hoppy Awards. So I call this the Golden Grasshopper Award, the all-around best experience based on overall cohesive experience, based on the feel, the vibe, the community that's created, the vision, the mission, the people, the workers, the beer tender, the design, the graphic design, the tie-in of the product, the events that they do, the outreach, how the establishment functions, how it all ties together. Because that's what we experience, right?
Yeah. That's kind of our goal is we just really, one, we want to have fun, but we want to build connections with people and see that, these companies are doing more than just brewing beer or just making coffee, but it really is all about people when it comes down to it. And so it's neat to be able to see an establishment do it all, they're not just focused on beer or coffee or food or or making money, but their focus is people and making a difference, and that is awesome when we can really find that.
Yeah. So, the Golden Grasshopper Award goes to...
You have to read the nominees.
And the Oscar goes to...
Oh, I'm sorry. The nominee. I'm so excited about this one. The nominees are, for the Golden Grasshopper Award,
Missing Mountain, Hi Ho Brewing,
Madcap Brewing,
Royal Docks.
and Akron Coffee Roasters.
Go ahead and bless them there.
So, the Golden Grasshopper Hoppy Award goes to. Do we have a drum roll? Fail.
Let me see it.
Who do you think it is? Don't tell me who you think it is.
Hi-ho! Woo!
Hi-ho Brewing Company.
Sorry. That was my guess. That's what I
If
picked.
you could, if there's a Hi-ho establishment representative, go ahead and join us.
Hello.
John and Allie, thank you so much for joining us. You are the recipient of the Golden Grasshopper Award, which is basically, as we were saying, kind of the overall. This is our Grammy. This is our Album of the Year award. Kind of the cohesive establishment, from the design to the experience to the people to the product, the beer, the story, everything. How does it all come together, right? That's the question that I always ask when I do these interviews. When I go back and listen to the interview, I'm like, how does it all tie in together? And I just feel like you guys, it all makes it's like the same thread throughout. It's good people trying to produce a good product, which is your beer that you do so good all the way through, but also every single person I've ever met there that has always been super friendly, and that's something that you have to build from the inside out, right? And then from like your relationship with the designer social department next door, to like what you guys landed on, to everything that you've done, I feel like you've just encapsulated this, and from your story too, and what you guys have done, you've just come to produce this establishment, this brewery that is a good representative of who you are and your personality. And it's like just a chill spot to come hang out, that you can expect quality, an excellent experience, but at the same time, it's not too fancy, but it's not like a hole in the wall, you know? It's somewhere in between, you know?
They have like transitional space. Like they have this little area that's more of like couches and games, and then you have your awesome bar that's all set up really cool and high tables. And then there's this super cozy like room on the side that's, you know, all open windows. You can see the falls down there, and they have plants and these high tops, and it's so cool. So like you can hang out with your buddies or your friends, your buddies, and then like go on a date, and that's neat. Like you get a little bit of everything.
It is. And it's a date night. It's a hangout spot. I think all wrapped up in one. I really do feel that way. I feel like as I've like traveled around all these different places, there's like some that touch on either different spots and that do really, really well at certain spots. But I feel like you guys, like, you do it all, but you don't do it in a way that's like all-encompassing, that you don't do any of it.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean? But it's like you do it all well.
And they do cool things too, like yoga on Sundays, and you guys appeal to so many people in the Akron area, and you're really creative in bringing so many different people to you guys. So it's awesome. You know, when you go on vacation and you find like your favorite restaurant when you're on vacation, you're like, oh, you know, I wish that it's that special place. I kind of feel like that's how I feel about Hi Ho when I went for the first time, especially. It's like it makes you feel like you have this cool vacation spot, but it's in your hometown, if that makes sense. You know?
That's really kind of you.
Yeah. I agree. No, I agree. And so
and it's genuine. You're not like trying too hard. It's just like natural.
That's the point. That's the point of the whole award. I mean, like, it's the accumulation of all the awards, basically, that you guys. I couldn't give you any of those awards because you have them all into one, I think. And it's an environment wrapped up into a spot where like you just feel at home. You feel like it's progressive. You feel like it's cool, but you feel like it's homey in the same spot. You know what I mean? And so we wanted to recognize you guys as our first ever Golden Grasshopper Award, which kind of means like on multiple levels, like a grasshopper and like the hoppies. You know, we hop around in different breweries. You get hopped up. There's hops in beer, but like you travel around different places as well. And I feel like if you want,
you can hop around and you kind of land on you guys. Like land right. Nice. We got a beer crawl.
Very kind of you guys.
Yeah, so we wanted to recognize you guys, and not to overwhelm you with too much. But what kind of stuff you guys have coming up in the future? And we've got most of your journey in our first episode with you guys and your story. But like, yeah, what kind of events and beers and stuff you guys have coming up for Christmas, mid to late winter, and going into the new year?
I love how you turn it to me.
Go ahead, Allie.
Well,
I just brew the beer, so I don't know. I don't know.
So you can answer the beer questions.
yeah, we have some great beers coming out. Our winter warmer ale, and we put 60 pounds of honey in it from Akron Honey.
Nice. I know those. Yes, I know them.
We're
Yeah.
really excited about that. Bossy Lady IPA will be coming back pretty soon.
Yes.
We have our second anniversary, which is the weekend January 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
super excited about that. The Pierogi Lady is going to come out again. She's fantastic. We just love her so much. And
Pierogi Lady.
the Pierogi Lady.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I love pierogi.
Yes.
So
Oh. She gave me a full plate.
That's a pierogi.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're doing
The papakosh. Oh.
I just get the plate. I get the plate because it's like so delicious, so delicious.
Yeah.
We have Yoga Lounge and Bar coming out on that Sunday to do yoga. We do that once a month. Yoga on draft. Super exciting. And then we are putting in a pizza kitchen. So we just got the plans approved by the city, so we're super excited about that. Hoping to start the
pizza oven.
Yeah, we are looking forward to putting that in. Hopefully starting the build out of that in January.
Is that outside?
It's gonna be inside.
It's gonna be inside.
Yeah. So it won't take up like too much space, but just
Wow.
so we can kind of offer more of like a
Hi-ho
dinner,
pizza.
Food. Yeah. So we're
Yes,
super
sir.
excited
You don't serve any food, right?
We have a small menu.
Okay.
So we do like pulled pork sliders, which we smoke in-house. We smoke pork in-house. Hummus. We get all of our baked goods from Brimfield Bread Ovens. So we have a lot of like awesome local stuff coming. So we're excited to kind of make our own pizza and keep people in.
Awesome.
Feed them. Feed them pizza and feed them beer. Why not?
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of that's coming up?
You guys have your hi ho
Hi ho ho ho.
Yeah. What is
You have
it?
to, hi ho ho ho. Yeah, I have to say it like that.
That needs to be a sound clip next season.
That's all.
So
I don't know.
that's all.
I took a shot at tequila, and I just want to thank you guys for everything that you do at Hop and Bean.
Yeah.
It's just really great to see how many breweries you have reached out to, and I think you guys are very inspirational, and you're creating something in this area that is something that's really needed. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, and that's it. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, that's what we try to create. You know, we want to create that community in this area and beyond, wherever we can reach. And the same motives that a brewery would have or a coffee shop. It's like trying to expose that to people that might not know. In Cuyahoga Falls on Front Street, there is this brewery, and then right down the road, there's 2 other breweries as well, right? You know, or
And they're awesome,
in Akron, and they're amazing, right? You know, so we at the Hop of the Bean thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything that you guys do and the effort and the time that you guys put into what you do, and we are really excited to see what you guys have coming up now that we know about this pizza oven, but I mean, and everything else too. I mean, as we explore different breweries, different brew pubs, different beer types and things like that, we're gonna continue to kind of fall back on the ones that we know that are central, located to our home base, you know, obviously. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Hi ho, the first inaugural Golden Grasshopper Award winner. So there you have it, folks.
Right.
The Hop and the Bean, the Hoppies. We will be traveling back to these brew pubs, distributing our awards and certificates as we create them and have them, and surprising them with them. And like I said earlier in one of our interviews, they can do what they please with them. They'll probably put them on like the biggest gold mantle that they could ever display. That's
right
what I
in the
would
center
do.
of the bar.
Yeah,
Everyone has to see it.
But it's been a beautiful experience and this first season with what we've done, right? We've met we've tried so many different beers, we've tried so many different coffees and different roasts and different experiences. But the ultimate thing to me, honestly, has been meeting so many different people and putting ourselves in these communities and exposing ourselves to their communities and becoming a part of the community, which we call the Hoppy Awards community.
Yes.
So I just want to thank all you guys, all you brewers that are here tonight, and all you the coffee roasters that are here tonight, and those of you that aren't here tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of the Hop and the Bean community. We couldn't thank you more. I mean, it's what makes this show exist.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. I mean, beer is just beer without people to drink it with, right? So
absolutely.
And coffee, of course.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're here. This is the season ending of season 1. We have a lot of things, like I said, to look forward to for season 2.
Yeah.
We look to move forward with a little bit of surprises, different platforms, different breweries, different guests. We have a lot to look forward to. In the meantime, we'll be hosting some different Christmas events and maybe a couple deep winter events. We have a Christmas ale tasting at Acme on December 2nd with 330 to go. So make sure to check that out. That's a Sunday, I believe, at like 5 or 6 in the evening. We'll be doing that at Acme 7 even. And so we're going to try out all the Christmas ales in Acme 1. And we'll be trying out Christmas ales, and that's open to people to come in and try. We already have a lot of people, so it's been an amazing season.
Yeah.
Thank you to all our listeners, our viewers that have joined us on this adventure. Thank you to Hank and everyone at 330 to go. Thank you to you, Nikki,
to you, Buzz,
for joining us. And thank you to Room 727 and Miranda, who is a amazing asset that's going to be joining our team in the very near future. So that's all we got tonight. I'm Buzz Andrews. She's Nikita McVicky.
And we're all hopped up.